Alright, there we go. Alright, sorry for that brief interruption. That was I couldn't figure out what was going on, but it was because I downloaded it. My bad. Yeah, I downloaded the game and it cut off the stream, so I didn't realize that would happen. My bad. But we're back. Let me go ahead and just launch the game. Alright. Didn't cut the music. I don't think I'll get demonetized for this. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start a new game. What is my age? 3. Oh, let me type. Hello? It's not letting me type my age. Oh, my name. I'm I'm so dyslexic. Let's go, Mr. Slinky. Oh my god, I'm so dyslexic. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sawyery, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. Would get tired of waiting up. If she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Oh yeah, it did freeze. Okay. One sec. There we go. See it alright now? However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sawyery catch up to me. I don't know what was going on. Alright, Scott, you gonna help me choose what I should say and do? That's mean, Mr. Slinky. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Mr. Slinky, have you decided on a club to join yet? Now, the name that I chose, it makes it sound like I'm some 30-year-old guy that's her neighbor, just walking into school now. Club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Hey, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Theory likes to worry a little too much about me, and I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. You know, that sounds like me. I relate to this guy. Though I was in a lot of clubs in high school, but that's... I don't know why. It's kind of not like me to be in social events like that, but I was in the Rubik's Club, the Anime Club, the Gaming Club, and the Dapper Club. Though I was in the Dapper Club more so because my friend started it and I was trying to support him, but that's neither here nor there. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years. Because you're not used to the real world. You know, NEET is only something I've heard in anime. I've never heard that outside of it. NEET, an acronym for not in education, employment, or training. Refers to a person who is unemployed and not receiving an education or vocational training. Oh. Yeah, I've never heard that outside of anime. That must be like a Japanese culture thing or an Eastern culture thing. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Yeah, NEET is like a westernized word. Yeah, I didn't know what it was until today. I heard it in, I think I first heard it in, shoot, what's that? What's that anime about the, it's the isekai where the, goddess ends up getting trapped with him. What was it? Konosuba. Yeah, I first heard that in Konosuba. I don't think I've heard it anywhere else actually. Till now. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. So I remember this game was pretty controversial, especially for streamers to stream. I think that initial wave has gone away, so I'm probably safe to stream it. But if I start getting backlash from the community, I'm not going to stream it anymore. I don't want anyone to be offended by anything that I stream. So, but I'll go ahead and play it for now because I know it's mostly just a horror game. The controversy was that people were taking it as a mental illness game, which, to be fair, there's some mental illness subjects in the game, but it's mostly a horror game that gets its horror from creepiness and edginess. I pack up my things and stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Theory wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Theory? Theory must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. There are worse games, like the Yandere one. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna stream that one. Though, I have not even played it, though. I've just seen a gameplay of it. Oh, hey, Maniac. I haven't seen you in a bit. How are you doing? Yeah, I think it should be fine too, especially since the initial wave has gone by. This was... The controversy was mostly back in, like, 2017 when this game came out, so... I should be okay. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, you could come to my club. Mary. Yay! Or, I misread that. Yeah! There's no way I'm going to your club. Mimi. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Just a long day at work, but... it is what it is. Gotta win that bread, and I won that fucking bread. There he is, vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in. By the way, I've played through this game once, and I played through with the oh fuck, what's her name? The shut-in girl, the one that has the knife collection. I chose her path. So I don't know any of the other paths. I don't know how they end up. So if I end up doing a different path, this will be a genuine surprise for me. I just know how the initial playthrough plays out. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. She was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. I'll admit, her artwork is pretty cute, though. I might end up going with Sayori. I'll end up doing whatever you guys... I'm gonna choose whatever choices you guys want to choose. Why do you care so much, anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Ski made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or is she so cunning as to have planned all this out. Everyone got in Monica path just because of PewDiePie. Monica, is she the shut-in girl? The one with the knives? Monica... Doki. Oh no, is she the president? Yeah, she's the president, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen the PewDiePie stream of this. I don't know. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I like that quote. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, generally used for, but I can't read, for third-year classes and activities. Sorry, a bit late, just had to deal with some... Oh, you're good, Wheel. No. Sorry, I tried waiting for you, but I did say that at an hour, the hour marker for the stream, I would let you guys choose again. for the wheel. You still have a chance if you're still around to choose what I play. Need a song for Monica. No, the purple-haired girl is the shut-in girl. Monica is the president. I went with the shut-in girl, the purple-haired one first. So I know her path. I don't know any other paths. Area full of energy swings open the classroom. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Yeah? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Oh wait, no! Ah, shit. Is she the shut-in girl? I don't know. I don't remember. Girl 1. Girl 2. Ah, Mr. Slinky, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this club is full of incredibly... Okay, yeah, my brother borrowed my car and then proceeded to total it. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, I hope that gets sorted out. That really sucks. I know that there's a lot of anxiety there whenever that happens. Well, I know it's not any replacement, but at an hour, I'll let you choose. I'll let you solely choose what game I play. Whatever you want to see me play. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sari. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girl. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Yeah, Yuri, the purple-haired girl. She's the one that I did my first playthrough of. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Syrian. I had full coverage, so I am covered fine. Oh, that's good. Awesome. I feel... That makes me feel much better, dude. Well, you should have that fixed up in no time, then. Pink-haired path is the darkest? Really? I thought the purple-haired one was, because she's the one with the knives, and she's, like, fucking psychotic. Your brother's a bitch-ass. Yeah, dude, siblings can be bitches. I have 4 of them, actually. I have 2 sisters and a stepbrother and stepsister. God, I love them, but God, they get on my nerves, too. Your brother younger or older? Oh well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Great to see you again, Mr. Slinky. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. You got 8 brothers. Shit, dude. 8 brothers? Not just siblings, but brothers? Dude, I don't know. I don't know how I would live in that situation. A lot of brothers. That's good. I'm glad to hear your brother's good, dude. Well, At least your car is covered and your brother's alright. So in the end, everything's alright. It's just inconvenient, convenient as hell. Basically, completely out of my league. Okay, so guys, don't ever think a girl's out of your league. All right, that's kind of a thing that has been propagated by pop culture. If you like a girl, go for it. Don't be creepy, but ask her out. All right, that's all out of my league. So bullshit. It's so many bunk beds. I bet your fucking room sounds looked like a what is it called? A military bunk. Having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Mr. Slinky. We had room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcake. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I get a little too excited. But how about I make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri mentioned it, and widened so that there is one space next to mine. I don't know how you say that, by the way. Is it Sayuri, or is it Sayuri, or is it Sori? Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to him. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Natsuki Club for life. You want me to go the Natsuki route? Okay, are you ready? I'll admit, Natsuki's poetry is kind of, I think, is the deepest of all of them. Because they're just so fucking simple on the surface, but then he has a really good justification for them. Sayori? Sayori? Sayori. Maybe I'm putting the emphasis on the wrong letter. Ta-da! Is it ooh wow or ooh woo? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate where you can make ears. That's what I don't get about visual novels like this. If a visual novel is gonna go through the effort of describing it, why not just draw a picture of it? So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Hey, well, you know. Natsuki kind of reminds me of one of my sisters, actually. Just hurry and take one. Well, she reminds me of one of my little sisters from several years ago. Not like question. Then again, I failed grammar like 5 times. Yeah, I actually failed my English class 3 times. My college English class. I had to retake that. I had to retake that shit so many times. I finally passed it last year, though, and I'm so fucking proud of that. But I failed it not because of lack of knowledge or whatever. I failed it because I just hated the class. I did not have the motivation to finish it. I dropped out of it. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. English is bullshit. I agree. I fully agree. I prefer math and physics. I paid a guy to do my papers. Yeah, I didn't go that far, but I could see why someone would do that. I was close. I came close. I think honestly the only reason I didn't was because I was so afraid of the we had to turn ours into a website that would check for plagiarisms, and I was afraid of it being. I didn't trust him to not just use a copy paste paper, so I just did it myself so I could get the grade. I could be guaranteed what the grade was anyway. I mean, you legitimately outsource resources to accomplish your goal. Yeah, true. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. But I love how all these four characters, like these four girls, are like the four most common anime tropes, like just basic stock tropes for girls. Yeah, I thought you technically did, Tori said. Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. He carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep the whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Well, let yourself get intimidated. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. Glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. You know, I have half thought about doing an audiobook project. There's a book I really like, but I don't think there's an audio version of it, so I was thinking of doing an audio read of it. But it would be unofficial, and I would not publish it. It would just mostly be for me, just to see how it turns out. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Only problem with me doing an audiobook read, though, is that I'm dyslexic, so it's very hard for me to do that. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... What's worse is when you have those college professors who insist upon handwritten shit and have to explain my handwriting is retarded. Oh no. I don't think I've ever had a professor that required handwritten stuff. I think you're fine as long as you don't sell it. Yeah. Well, the problem is, it's a Star Wars book. And Star Wars is notorious for getting their shit copywritten. So, even if I published it and I didn't monetize it, which I wouldn't in the first place, but if I published it and it didn't monetize it on YouTube, I'm afraid of getting a copyright strike on my channel. So, I'm just gonna hold on to it for myself if I do. I mean, I could always present it to Random House Audios. Random House does all the Star Wars audiobooks stuff. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could possibly be a board member for any other major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Especially since Disney took over, they have been enforcing copyrights for sneezing. Yeah, it's bullshit. I tried posting a Knights of the Old Republic gameplay once, and there was like, what was it? It was like 3.5 seconds of the intro music, the traditional Star Wars intro music, and I clicked through it to skip it, but that 3.5 seconds of it was enough to get a copyright strike on the video. So I had to take down the video. It was so dumb. Like, oh my god, that was so stupid. So now I had to make sure that the game is muted, or the music in the game is muted before I even go into the game to stream it or record it. Don't get me wrong. John Williams is an amazing, absolutely amazing conductor. And I think he deserves every penny for what he's done. But to just enforce a video takedown on it, or to just not outsource the monetization, you know, because you can do that. That's what happened to my Just a Radio Future. The soundtrack on my channel, it's monetized, but not through me. All the money goes to the people that own the music. Like, they can't do that. Disney can't do that. They can't just monetize to the owners of the music, you know, namely John Williams. Like, that's so stupid. Let us have the content, but just take the money. I don't care about the money. I mean, there's some videos that I would like to keep monetized, but if I'm doing something like Star Wars or Jet Set Radio Future, I don't expect to be monetized. So, take the money, let me keep the video up. I don't care. It's so stupid. Disney is so backwards. That's the other thing, though. They're forcing a video takedown when they could get money for it. They're just losing money on it. I don't understand. Anyway, rant over. Robot Head almost got his channel wiped for all his videos about The Last Jedi. Yeah, that's so dumb. I'm worried for Star Wars Reading Club and Generation Tech, because their content is heavily includes Star Wars content, like direct Star Wars content. So I don't know. I hope I don't know. Is there some way? Maybe I should look into it, because there might be a chance, like some way that you can go through Disney to make sure that, you know, you have the rights to do whatever you need to do or something. I don't know. Because maybe that's how they haven't gotten their shit taken down. Generation Tech and Star Wars Reading Club. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm not surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we have all really grown that. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Well, Mr. Slinky, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story is such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination, completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud." And gives it back. And give it back. Fine. Your cupcakes were poems. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. I keep misreading. My stupid dyslexia. Barry sides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzingly at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of your own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus now we have a new member. I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Mr. Slinky? Monika smiles warmingly at me again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori must have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... Alright, I thought... Just thinking... Honestly, I would be peer pressured to join this club too if that happened. If I was in this situation, I wouldn't be able to say no to that. But to be fair, a literature club would be kind of cool, especially if you're the only guy with like 4 of the girls. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting with a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Mr. Slinky, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Mr. Slinky, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and, of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes the poem the most. Alright. What do you guys say? Here's where you guys come in. Who am I gonna go for? Am I gonna go with Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, or shit, what was her name? Monica. I've already gone with Yuri, so I'd prefer not to go with Yuri unless you guys want to, but it's up to you. I can also look up which words go to who, if y'all want. Or should I just pick at random? Sayori? Got any more votes, guys? Y'all still there? Scott? Maniac Tyler? You there? Natsuki? Alright. Well. I think the others fell asleep or something, so I guess we'll go with Natsuki. Natsuki, I think, likes the simple stuff, so... He likes the simple and happy stuff. What would Natsuki like? Should I Google it? Papa Sayuri. Yeah, I could just Google it. Doki, Doki, poem words. Or is that cheating? Should I not make Google this? Should I just try and guess? I mean, I don't think it would be hard to guess, except for Natsuki. I think Natsuki's the hardest one to guess for. Alright, Natsuki prefers anger, anime, blanket, boop, bouncy, bubbles, bunny, candy, cheeks, chocolate clouds, cute, doki doki. I love the doki doki, isn't it? Emails in there? Fantasy, fluffy, games, giggle, hair, hop, headphones, heartbeat, jumpy, lipstick, kawaii, kiss, kitty, lollipop, marshmallow, melody, milk, mouse, nibble, nightgown, papa, parfait, peace, pink, playground, poof, pout, pure, puppy, ribbon, swimsuit, shiny, shopping, skipping, socks, spinning, sticky, strawberry, sugar, summer, twirl, waterfall, whisper, whistle, valentine, and vanilla. No, Monica is death, extreme vertigo, and the likes. Oh, it says the only girl you can't sway using word choices is Monica, which has to do with the elusive nature of the game itself. Use the poem words in this guide when appealing to Sayuri, Natsuki, or Yuri. Yeah, I think you had to choose Monica through your dialogue. I think that's the only way to play Monica. Yeah, so Bouncy is Natsuki, who that's what my first thought would have been. Natsuki likes pout. Natsuki also likes fantasy. She likes fluffy. Huh. What's the other one? Oh, she likes hop. Vanilla. Doki doki. Email for some reason. That seems like a weird word to put inside of a poem, but likes nibble. Likes parfait. Oh, she doesn't like happiness. Okay. Mouse. No, Yuri likes time. Not. Yeah, Yuri. Which one does Natsuki like in it? Is there any that Natsuki likes in this? I don't think there's anything that Natsuki likes in this. Oh, skipping maybe? Yeah, she likes skipping. Okay. Likes poof. Likes pure. Jump. Skipping. Oh, wait, yeah. Strawberry. Let me see. Yeah, she likes strawberry. Thank you. And shiny. And pink one of them? Yeah, pink is one of them. And lollipop. And Hawaii. Hi again, Mr. Slinky. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Mr. Slinky. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. After we show off the poem, I'll go ahead and save, and then Wheel Garden, you can choose what the next game is for the night, and I'll play that for another hour. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Harry told me he didn't even want to join the club this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Or then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. I don't see how manga is embarrassing, especially in a Japanese culture where it's very huge over there. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. It's just like he always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. I'll depend. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You're really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh come, you and Mr. Slinky can become good friends too. Sayuri. As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me in. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayuri? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry. Yuri, I wasn't thinking. That means it's up to me to rescue this. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you, the pleasant, it'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so... She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for it. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Oh, this is different. I didn't get this option left. When I went for Yuri, I ended up like cuddling up with her and reading a book with her. So it's different that I'm actually ending up with Natsuki or whatever. Yuri's knives are cute. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. Never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it unless you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. He then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the chest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know the feel. I get a close look at the box that she's admiring. Parfait Girls? Oh, that's why she likes Parfait. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you kind of judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. He points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Slinky. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Ooh, Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. He pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Hey, what is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. It'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder once more, eager to begin reading. How long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. You know, I think that's kind of meta because it's kind of this is a high school slice of life game. What should I expect from this? There going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. That just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Oh, is it so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Hamsky gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. What is that? I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's a bit about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this one? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I just was curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. He's calling her a normie. She is a normie. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like, I would never get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impersonable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh, that's different character artwork. That makes her look like a freaking lolly. Holy shit. Should I be going down this path, especially on YouTube, guys? Is this legal on YouTube? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching from you read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. Don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Did you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry? Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up with them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. People did in 2018 when DDLC blew up. Oh, you're talking about her being a lolly. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. What do you mean what her dad would do if he found it? What's so wrong with your kid liking manga? It's like, manga is basically just Japanese comic book. I mean, I think that's what it actually translates to is comics. I think it's the Japanese word for comics or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but God, Japanese culture like blows way out of proportion reading manga. Because it's so normal over here in America to read comic books. Like Marvel, just look at Marvel. It's like one of the highest grossing companies in America. Like, holy, oh my god, it's just, I don't understand. And for them to say like, I don't know what my dad would do if he knew I had this collection. Like, what the fuck? Maybe I'm just not understanding Eastern culture, but that seems a bit bizarre for me. At least it's safe here in the classroom. That Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. Flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happened. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Nori is one of my favorite characters. You always feel a bit bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast of her usually bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, thought makes me smile a little. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready to do today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Oh, alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it to Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Oof. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets spent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish? Alright then. I feel like people that go for the Natsuki route are into yanderes. I stand up. I return to where I put the stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Diary and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poem. Diaries is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I'm gonna show my poem to first. Well, of course, Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, we'll start with the things that I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Yeah, what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this poem when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I like Monica. She is just so straightforward with what she wants. Yeah, I like Monica too. I haven't really done her storyline yet, so I don't know what her character ends up being like, but on the surface, I like her character. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ah, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. In other words, you're saying you liked it. Irk! Natsuki's retorts get caught in her throat. I'm not really sure if onomatopoeias are always accurate representations of what people actually sound like. I'm not sure anyone actually goes, irk. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. So you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? You're fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. You know, the game makes it sound like this is a very simple poem, but I actually really like this poem. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. And people don't even take my writing seriously. Wasn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. See, I really like her justification for it too. I think her poems are the best of all of them. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and save here, because we are running at an hour and 13 minutes now. And Wheel, what would you like the next game to be? You can pick whatever game you want, since I told you could earlier. Alright, would you like me to show you what the options are? Here are the options. Right here. I would rather not download anything. Here's the ones that I have installed. Sunset Overdrive, you got it. You want me to start a new game, or do you want me to play from the one that I already have? Let me go ahead and get my controller out too. I think this game is best. It was initially made for console. I'm just changing the title of this video real quick. All right. Noise. Hey, Paul. Haven't seen you in a minute. I think I saw you in my first stream and I never saw you again. Alright. Alright, is it picking up? Oh, the files got corrupted. Huh. Holidays finally over? Yeah. I love the holidays, but God, it's taxing sometimes. New openings like instant nostalgia for you? Yeah. Alright, how do we make the character? Guy or girl? Big or small? Oh god, I am getting like a hand cramp right now. Just from clicking in the same spot for so long. Hopefully my hands will be able to do what I need to do on my controller. Big boy? Alright, we'll do big boy. His profile. I like this guy. Wreck-It Ralph. Ever played this game before? But just yeah. If you know Jet Set Radio Future, especially if you're from my Jet Set Radio Future video, um, this game is very similar to Jet Set Radio Future. It's like the distant cousin of that game, actually. We make him a Chad. Total Chad. Give him the Marcus from Gears of War soul patch. Okay. Alright, so that means we need to have a buzz cut. Marcus. I think, right? Marcus has a... I could try and make him look like Marcus. Marcus. Gears of War. Oh, Marcus has a do-rag. Or is it a beanie? Can't tell. He has something on his head. Yeah, Just Set Radio Future was way ahead of its time, to be honest. Marcus had black hair, right? Oh, patch. No. And I honestly can't tell what eye color. I think brown. Just brown. Brown eyes. Shit, I forgot to change his dress. Oh well. Totally screwed.
Get away from me! Gotta keep moving. They're right behind me. Gotta get home.
Oh god, hold on. I just realized how laggy it is. What is the bitrate at? Oh my god. I might not be able to stream this if my bitrate is gonna be this terrible. Actually not showing what it is. Second, guys. Yeah, I've lost 26% of my frames. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Still doing it? See. Ah, shit, yeah. I think my internet's trying to shit itself right now. I'm so sorry, Wheel. We might not be able to play this tonight. Might have to figure out how to do this tomorrow. Yeah. In that case, I'm so sorry, Wheel. I wish I could have played this tonight. Internet is just crapping itself. So. I will try to go live with this tomorrow, and hopefully my internet doesn't shit itself tomorrow. What I'm wondering is I might have gone over my fast internet thing because I have my stream rate set to 5,000 bit rate, but it's only streaming at like 1500 bit rate, way below what it needs to be. So, all right, guys, it has been a wonderful night. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been very chatty, and I love that. So, if you like the content, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will so you guys get the notifications whenever I go live and whenever I upload. So, again, we'll try this game again tomorrow. Hopefully, my internet can handle it tomorrow. So, good night, y'all.